Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back to the Rapid Rundown under 5 minutes. It's day 17 of the Trump administration, and we have a lot to break down. Number 1, Trump takes over the Kennedy Center. Because apparently running for dictator wasn't enough, Trump has now appointed himself as the new chair after terminating its board members. Yes, the Kennedy Center, the institution that was supposed to be politically independent, turns out that was just another norm on the chopping block. For those keeping track at home, this is the same playbook authoritarian regimes use to take control over cultural institutions. Nazi Germany took over the arts. Soviet Union controlled cultural expression. Trump, well, here we are. So what does this mean? It means federal funding for the arts could now be weaponized to push propaganda or reward Trump loyalists. It means independent artists could find themselves under pressure to conform or lose funding. And yet, another example of Trump consolidating power in places no president should. Number 2, representatives blocked from the Department of Education. Meanwhile, in a totally normal Democratic governance news, sitting members of Congress were physically blocked from entering the Department of Education today. Because why wouldn't they? The GOP has been spending decades trying to dismantle the Department of Education altogether, so why let oversight get in the way? But let's ask the real question. What's going on inside that building that they don't want anyone to see? Are they tossing records into a bonfire? Swapping out actual textbooks for PragerU videos? Whatever it is bad enough that they're literally locking the doors to keep out elected officials. Blocking Congress from a federal agency, that's not just shady, it's illegal, and it's an authoritarian behavior. This is the kind of move you see in failing democracies, not the United States. Number 3, federal judge freezes U.S. aid firings. In a rare moment of actual checks and balances, a federal judge has stepped in to block Trump's purge of U.S. aid workers. Now, why is this important? Because USAID is one of the most critical agencies in American foreign aid and humanitarian efforts. Gutting it isn't just cruel, it weakens our global standing and it hands more power to authoritarian regimes abroad. But here's the kicker. Marco Rubio, who is now acting as the de facto head of USAID, because of course, a guy who spent years pushing hard right foreign policy and cozying up to Trump, is now overseeing our international aid efforts. What could possibly go wrong? Our final thought? Look, none of this is random. Trump taking over the Kennedy Center, that's cultural control. Blocking Congress from the Department of Education, that's shutting down oversight. Trying to gut USAID, that's weakening Americans' influence, and it's all connected. It's all about consolidating power. If you're waiting for things to settle down, stop waiting. This is the plan. And if we don't fight back now and get organized, we're going to wake up in a country we don't recognize. That's it for tonight's Rapid Rundown. Stay informed, stay engaged, and as always, stay loud. I'll see you tomorrow.